President-elect Trump naming his choice for Attorney General and drawing fierce criticism for it almost immediately. Tonight, Senator Jeff Sessions has accepted Trump's offer to be his AG, but he will now face questions about his record on civil rights. He's had to defend himself before on this, and here's ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas.
He's so highly respected. Has anybody ever heard of Senator Jeff Sessions?
Donald Trump picked a trusted advisor as the next Attorney General, someone who stood at his side during the earliest and darkest moments of the campaign.
I think the Republican Party needs to listen to what Donald Trump's been saying.
But he's a nominee who's become a lightning rod for some on the left. The chairman of the Congressional Black Caucus calling Senator Sessions' civil rights record, quote, appalling. They point to the fact that he was rejected from a potential federal judicial seat 30 years ago when a former black colleague accused Sessions of calling him boy and told him, be careful of what you say to white folks. Sessions at the time denied those claims.
I am not a racist. I am not insensitive to blacks. I have supported civil rights activity in my state. I have done my job with integrity, equality, and fairness for all.
His supporters say he's a good man and point to his record as a former U.S. attorney and senator who served nearly 20 years. Senator Ted Cruz saying, quote, Senator Jeff Sessions' nomination as Attorney General is great news for all of us who revere the Constitution and the rule of law. On Trump's list for Secretary of State, a woman who championed bringing down the Confederate flag, South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, a rising star. Haley today.
Well, I won't pretend to have always been President-elect's biggest cheerleader.
Recalling those barbs she and Trump traded during the campaign.
During anxious times, it can be tempting to follow the siren call of the angriest voices.
Trump firing back. The people of South Carolina are embarrassed by Nikki Haley. But now,
he ran against both parties, against the political system at large, a system he argued was fundamentally broken.
Also in contention for the top diplomatic job, Trump's former foe, Mitt Romney.
I don't want to see trickle-down racism. I don't want to see a president of the United States saying things which change the character of the generations of Americans that are following.
He was begging for my endorsement. I could have said, Mitt, drop to your knees. He would have dropped to his knees. He was begging. Sure.
And Trump's controversial new top advisor, Steve Bannon, the former head of Breitbart News, which published headlines like the Confederate flag proclaims a glorious heritage, today granting a rare interview to The Hollywood Reporter, addressing critics. I'm not a white nationalist, he said. I'm a nationalist. I'm an economic nationalist.
And Pierre Thomas with us live tonight from Washington. Pierre, I want to get back to Mr. Trump's choice for Attorney General Jeff Sessions. He's been outspoken on Hillary Clinton and the emails.
David, Sessions has been critical of the FBI's investigation of Clinton's emails and has suggested that the Clinton Foundation has not been fully investigated. Even though Donald Trump signaled on 60 Minutes he does not want to hurt the Clintons.
The president-elect also putting his national security team together. These are crucial decisions, of course, and tonight another one of his picks, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, is getting praise and pushback. Here's ABC's chief global affairs correspondent, Martha Raddatz.
Tonight, fallout over the president-elect's choice for National Security Advisor, retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn.
This is not someone who is prone to thoughtful consideration of issues. This is someone who often flies off at the handle and makes snap judgments on things that he may not fully understand.
Flynn has been at Donald Trump's side and in his ear from the beginning, sharing the same harsh view of Islam, tweeting last February, fear of Muslims is rational.
Islam is a political ideology. It is a political ideology. It definitely hides behind this notion of it being a religion.
And at the Republican National Convention, the general joining the chorus against Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, that's right. Lock her up.
He's also under scrutiny for his international consulting and lobbying firm and its reported ties to Turkey, and for this image at dinner with Putin. But he gets high praise for his intelligence work, the former director of the CIA, Mike Hayden, saying he has been incredibly successful in the fight against terrorism.
And Martha Raddatz with us live on a Friday night. And Martha, one more choice drawing mostly praise tonight.
Yes, and that is Mike Pompeo, a congressman from Kansas. He's been chosen to be CIA director, this national security team, as you said, David, coming together.
Martha Raddatz with us tonight. Martha, thank you.